And she was like, yeah, what's up? Like that, like wanting to start with me. And
for no reason. You please fasten your seatbelts. We're about to land.
Today's podcast, I'm coming on like this.
Chicago.
Cruda vibes.
It's been real. And we're back. We are back. We're back to the Cruda Regida, episode 101, all the way from beautiful Tampa, Florida.
Aquí andamos.
With the one and only.
What's up, you guys? Lily Bay in the house. A little chill cruda vibes for me today because, y'all, we literally just got here from Chicago this morning. Llegamos a la madrugada and we woke up early still, got ready, went to work. So I said, you know what, babe? We owe them a podcast, but I'm going to be a little cruda vibes on there. Hopefully they don't judge me.
And Lily Bay said that she's driving this podcast and she's going to take care of it.
What? I did say that low key though. We're trying to run this through. Platica vibes, no breaks. That way Mando has less to edit. And hopefully it's easier because ahorita ya son las 11 de la noche, but you guys know that we try to never fail on the podcast, even though we've been a little late here and there recently, but como quiera, we always come through. Y aquí andamos, right, babe?
Before we get started, I do want to have a surprise for you.
What?
Surprise for me too, because I don't know what this audio is going to be about, but this audio is from the winner of the Skydive.
Oh my God.
Experience.
Yeah, so in case you don't remember, we did a giveaway after I skydived. I did a giveaway, full package to a lucky winner. They ended up going this past weekend, August 31st or 30th. I don't know, this past Saturday?
Saturday, yeah. I think 31st,
And it was something that I was hoping to be here for because I low-key wanted to go with her, like surprise her and like jump with her too. But
no, mames,
I swear, why not? ¿Por qué no?
Yeah, I think it's like once in a lifetime type deal, right?
No. I think I'm super down to do it again.
Okay.
And so yeah, I had been asking Mando about it, like leading up to the days, like what's up with the skydive? What's up with the skydive? At least 10 times, right? Because I didn't know if she was going to back out. I didn't know if she was gonna just maybe change the date. Like I had no idea, right? It all kind of felt surreal that we were able to do a giveaway like this. And shout out to the two guys, their names
Stubbs.
And
I forgot the other guy's name.
Well, shout out to them because they came through too. They did their part también, and she got the full experience. Am I right or am I wrong?
Stubbs and Squirrel Stubbs. No, that's his name. But yeah, you're right. You're right, 100%. There's a video that they posted already. Same badass video as you got. Amazing content.
I literally love them.
Shout outs to Nadia. And the reason I bring it up is that she sent us audio, right? So I want to hear. I haven't heard it. So you ready?
I haven't heard it neither. So let's hear you guys. We're gonna hear this together.
Wait. Technical difficulties.
No pasa nada, babe. I'm excited. I can't believe she did this though, right?
Let's hear here. Okay, I'll put it on the mic right here, just in case.
Hey guys, I hope you had a blast in Chicago. And
we did.
Finally, you guys are back home. I just want to start off by saying thank you on giving me the opportunity to cross this off my bucket list. I've always wanted to do this, and it was the best birthday present ever. But anyway, my experience at Skydive City with Stubbs and Adam was actually better than I imagined. Everyone was super chill, welcoming, and even my sister Sani Mo and did it with me too.
Dang.
She gets really bad motion sickness, so we were really curious on how she was going to handle it, but it didn't really affect her until afterwards. The whole plane ride was so peaceful, and it was funny seeing some of the people just flop out of the plane and just making their jumps like nothing. But my free fall was so exhilarating. Everybody was so excited. And just being so high in the sky, enjoying the view was like the best thing ever. The only thing that was a little uncomfortable was the air stinging my face. But I mean, I was so excited that it just didn't even matter.
It was probably a little colder for her.
Adam pulled the parachute and we were just floating there. It was so calm and peaceful and just like looking around, just being so high up I was really like taking in the moment. I honestly think anybody and everybody should experience that at least once in their life. Porque no pasa nada. Like up there, like
No
it's so
pasa
peaceful. And it was exciting being so high in the sky. But it was pure enjoyment, and everybody should do it. Anybody, even if you're afraid of heights, just go out there and do it. I promise you, you'll love it. I know for sure I'm gonna be doing it again. I just don't know when.
Let's go.
But thanks again for everything, and I love y'all.
Yay!
That's awesome. That's
We're
awesome.
so happy that you did this, girl, because I know it is like a bucket list for a lot of people. And the fact that we were able to collab and gift this to her, I think it's amazing. And more that you actually went through it, and even more that your sister got on with you. I think that's super badass.
And like she said, shout outs to Adam, shout outs to Stubbs. You guys are amazing. It's awesome just meeting different people and meeting people that love what they do.
Oh, yeah.
That's just like completely different. Like when they love what they do and they do it for the passion, I think that's the most important part.
And I'm glad that she thought the same as me, that the whole experience, even just being there before getting on the plane ride and everything, that everyone was super chill, super nice. Because going into it myself, I didn't know what to expect. I said it on that podcast where I talked about that. I thought it was just like in and out. Nobody cares, in and out. Ya vete, lárgate, ya acabamos, right? But no, they make it like fun from beginning to end. They're all super funny, playing around, quirky, trying to get you scared, but to a certain degree. Pictures, little interviews. They have like so much going on where the whole time that you're there, it goes by pretty fast. So yeah, congratulations, girl.
Nadia, thank you so much.
You and your sister.
Just taking the time to send the audio and to post that content that you did. It was amazing.
Yeah, and if you guys are wondering, maybe you didn't know, maybe you didn't hear that podcast. I did go skydiving a few months ago. We did a podcast with the two guys that I jumped with, which was one was my photographer / videographer, and the other guy is the guy I jumped with. I think it's called a tandem jump.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will leave their information down below in the comments in case you guys are in the area. They're in Zephyr Hills. But in case you guys are in the Tampa Bay surrounding areas and are wanting to go, you are even allowed to just pull up and watch for a day.
Just for fun.
Just to see other people jump, just to see what they're doing. Like, you're allowed to mingle in there. They have a whole cafeteria, like drinks and stuff where you can sit down and just watch people jump. Con todo y techo, so it's not like weird. Like, they have seating and everything. So maybe if you want to go do that first before you actually try or whatever and get to meet some of the people that are jumping, I think that will definitely loosen you up and make you like for sure down to go. You know?
And from that, I feel like life is all about experiences. That's what it's about. And the older I get, like, I'm like, this is the truth. Life is all about experiences. And talking about experiences, we went to Chicago this weekend. And what a freaking experience, baby.
Oh my God.
What a full experience.
I feel like Chicago this time was otro pinche nivel de agricultura, dice nuestro compa George. We just talked about on the flight back that we hadn't had a trip like that in a minute. And you guys are probably thinking, like, what do you mean? So I feel like when Mando and I first started dating, a lot of our trips were like this Chicago trip. Super random, un fin de semana, puro desmadre, and just kind of going with the flow. Like, we don't really rush to do ABC touristy thing. We kind of just relaxing, enjoying each other's company, different spots, asking you guys for recommendations, pulling up, and just seeing what it's all about. Like, we kind of like to experience it as almost like if we live there like locals, not really like, the touristy stuff is fun. We've done it in the past in Chicago before. So this time it wasn't like a bucket list to go do that stuff again. So we kind of lived it more like if we lived there, right? We even hung out with a few supporters, got super lit in a few of the spots. But yeah, go on, babe. You were saying?
So I want to talk about the good, the bad, and your favorite parts.
Okay.
Right? So let's start with, like, what's the highlight of the Chicago trip.
And by the way, the reason why we're going into it is because we have so many Chicago supporters. Like, you have no idea.
And we know that Chicago deserves its own podcast. And this one.
We have Chicago is one of the top for Guariz supporters and for Lily Bay. I don't know about Impramando, but for my personal page. Every time I'm on live, Chicago. Right. Everyone, come to Chicago. So yeah.
Most of mine are like Dubai.
Armando,
Paris.
por favor.
But Chicago is like up there, but not like, Dubai and New York. But yeah, go on. Babe.
Anyway, so you asked what was my favorite part?
Yeah, like your top core memory. What are you gonna take throughout the years from this weekend?
I think, oh my God, Fuerza Regida concert.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed this one way more than last year's. Why?
Oh, really?
I wouldn't know why, honestly. Because we had good seats last year too. But I think this year,
we had
I don't
really
know if it was like his swag or the vibe there. We were like at that amphitheater, and it just like the amount of people and the energy that was there was so lit. Fun fact, I didn't even drink not one drop at the concert itself. I did drink at the after party a few shots that some of you guys were handing me, but at the event, I didn't drink nothing. You did, maybe one or two,
had
right?
A drink and a beer, yeah.
Yeah, y eso que the lines were not packed. There were so many bars that it wasn't like the bailes here where if you go grab a beer, you're gonna miss half the fucking concert because you're waiting in line. Nada que ver. But even though I didn't drink, I still was lit. I still had a great time. I enjoyed the whole concert. So I think that's gonna be one of like my top concerts for sure. So that was one of my favorite parts this weekend. Number 2 was Guadalajara's.
Oh yeah, Guadas they call it. Amazing. Explain the whole like concept.
Okay, so yeah, basically we kind of went bar hopping, let's say, and we ended up at Guadas, or AKA Guadalajara's. Which was a little bar, not that little, but we walk in, it's a bar. We could tell it's like a Mexican bar because they were playing Mexican music. You see a lot of Latinos there. Okay. The AC was working great. The bathrooms were great. We had a table right away, sat down. Servers came up to you right away. Everything was like the perfect, like chill / having a few drinks and still being able to have a conversation, because a lot of Mexican establishments here in Tampa, which are none almost, it's mainly clubs, so you're not really able to chill and have a conversation. You kind of go and stand, and if you want to dance, you dance, but you can't really talk to people because the music is so loud, right? But that spot, it was like the perfect chill spot, I feel, right? Like if we lived in Chicago, we would be out there every weekend. Spot. Even if I wasn't drinking, I would pull up just to hang out, right? Yeah. Everyone was super chill. They were all singing to all the songs. They were playing all the jams, by the way.
All of them.
The lighting wasn't super dark. You could still see the person in front of you. You could have a conversation. You could have drinks. The drinks came fast. And people were saying, yeah, I get super packed sometimes. But honestly, we went on a Friday night and it was packed. For sure, but it wasn't like club packed where you gotta wait forever to get a drink and none of that. But I feel like I really enjoyed it there because we don't have anything like that here at all. Not even 1% of that here. So that was one of my favorites. What about you? What was?
Well, I wasn't even ready to answer that question.
Damn, pues dale, piénsale.
But
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I think say it and
the Starbucks.
Yeah.
What the?
And let me tell you about the Starbucks experience, right? I know Starbucks is getting canceled or got canceled, whatever the case is, right?
Yeah, but he means the museum, like well, not a museum, but the building itself, and
the largest Starbucks in the world to start. And previously, we went to what I thought was the best Starbucks in the world, which was in Costa Rica, the Finca, which was amazing. Which we're not honestly the biggest Starbucks fans.
Yeah, we're really not.
But we know
I don't even drink coffee.
We know how massive Starbucks is, and it's a company, so you got to learn from companies, the good, the bad, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So we go to the one in Chicago, 4 stories, huge building. The first floor is coffee, like a regular coffee shop with a gift shop, really nice things. The second floor is a pastry. nothing but pastries. They're making pastries there. They're making pizzas. Amazing pastries, you guys. Like, these things look amazing. The bread, the cheese, or the pepperoni. Like, all these pastries look really, really good.
Pastries.
The third floor, it's another coffee shop with people working and all that, but it's not like your typical coffee shop. It's like a really nice one. And the fourth floor, you guys are really gonna be like, what? It was a bar. It was a really nice mixology style bar up there. You know, they had all the drinks. They had everything, right?
Tell them about your espresso martinis.
And then, like always, me and Lily have that tradition to ask, what's your number one selling item?
Anywhere we go.
And if it's the number one seller, that means everyone loves it and you can't miss. If it sucks, that means the place sucks.
Yeah.
But on this situation, it was the, what's it called?
The flight.
Flight. There you go. Flight of espresso martini flight. One was, which I didn't even ask what was it. They just brought it to me. So then they tell me the middle one has mole seeds, like mole, spicy mole espresso martini. I'm like, what? Which was amazing. 10 out of 10.
Which is so random, but
super random.
You're in Chicago. I mean, the Mexican culture is very prominent out there. So that was dope that they have that there.
And then they gave me like an orange flavored espresso martini. And then like a zesty lemon espresso martini. Amazing. 10 out of 10. The full experience is just like, that's one of those places that if you go to Chicago, you gotta go there. Mostly if you like coffee, you gotta
and
go.
that's what I was gonna say. Mando is, but yeah, like I was saying, Mando's not a Starbucks connoisseur at all. He is a coffee connoisseur. Like anywhere we go, for sure, coffee shops are his like passion. When we first met, actually when we started Guariz, before we had like an actual warehouse, we would go work at any little coffee shop that there's in Tampa, which by the way, there is a lot here because we have a lot of Cuban like history here. Right. We've gone to all of them. And still to this day, every once in a while we go check one out, go work from there. Mando goes, grabs coffee. He used to be like, you know, right now, not that coffee wasn't always popular, but I feel like because of TikTok, now it's become even more popular for people to make their coffee like straight espresso shot, make it like from scratch, milk. Everyone's a barista now, a coffee barista all of a sudden. But Mando has, since I met him 8 years ago, was already doing that. Yeah. And
for me to have that opportunity to go there.
But yeah, I did try to go to the ones that people would say the most. So the way I pick recommendations from you guys is I just go after I ask you guys, okay, where should I go? I look for whichever one is repeated the most. And that's where I end up going. So that's how we did our whole weekend in Chicago by your recommendations.
Which is an amazing thing to do because there's no better way to travel than travel where the locals go or what they love. Yeah. And like you did, which was something amazing. You're like, all right, if 10 people say this spot, we gotta go there. Yeah. And that's what we did. Which
and
is
if
badass.
you haven't checked out my TikTok, I did a TikTok before I left, like a few days before I left, saying, send me all your recommendations. And in the comments, I got hundreds of comments of recommendations. So what I would do is I would kind of pick and choose which ones were said or recommended to me the most, respond to that in a video of me actually being there and giving you guys my feedback on it. Did I like it? What did I get? What's the vibe? And so shout out to everyone. Yeah. 10 out of 10 for all the recommendations.
So when you think Chicago, people think about two things when it comes to food: deep dish and the hot dog, the Chicago style. Oh yeah,
which we almost forgot about that.
Which we almost did not have it, but luckily we did. But let's start with the deep dish, babe. We've already had deep dish.
Yeah. So we actually have been to Chicago. This would have been our third time. Yeah. But the last times that we went, it was like over 7 years ago. And at that time, we did have the deep dish, and it was Giordano's. We did go to the Bean. We went to the Sears Tower. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Little Village. We did all of that, right? But I was telling Mando, I didn't love the pizza. So me being a pizza connoisseur myself, and Mando too, I was like, I want to give it another chance. Yep. I wanted to give it another chance because I feel like, Mando said it, our palate changes every 7 years, según pues. So we're like, fuck it, let's try it again. And I asked, what is the number one pizza in Chicago? The majority of my responses was Giordano's.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, even though we've gone, I didn't like it. I didn't want to go again. Honestly, I told Mando, no, I don't want to go there. I want to try something else.
Yeah, she was
I don't wanna go
totally
there.
against it. I was like, no,
But
babe,
Mando's like, no, we
go.
gotta go. We gotta go. I'm like, okay, let's go. The wait was an hour long. It was the one in downtown.
Yeah.
And then we go in there and there was another hour wait for our pizza. So 2 hours later, we finally got, we ordered both. We ordered the thin crust and deep dish.
There was nothing thin about that crust.
Because a lot of people were telling me that they love Giordano's, but they like the thin crust. And I'm like, bro, Chicago is known for deep dish. My whole life, that's what Chicago is known. So the fact that people were telling me thin, I'm like, no, we're not in New York. But okay, fuck it. Let me give both.
Yeah.
Y a ver cuál me gusta. And go ahead, babe.
So then we order it. Mind you, we already waited 2 hours for this fucking pizza. We get the thin crust.
First.
We try it. We're like, yo, there's nothing thin about this crust. What's going on? Lily Bay over there has given them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe because it's too packed. Maybe because they were rushing it. But I don't think so. I think that's just how their thin crust is. It's literally one of those type of pizzas that you get at Walmart. Throw it in the oven, and that's what you get. Literally, I'm not even kidding here. That was my opinion on it, and that's my review.
The crust, for sure.
The crust.
I was telling Mando that I like the toppings, I like the sauce, I like the pepperoni, but the crust was what I didn't understand. It was like disintegrating. It was so dry that it felt like one of them frozen pizzas that you cook in the oven, and it just the crust was not it, you guys. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That one is what it is, whatever.
No
Como
pasa
quiera,
nada.
they're not known for that pizza según, so let's wait on this deep dish to come out. Finally, the deep dish comes out, and go ahead, babe.
So the deep dish comes out, and it's literally a deep dish pizza. Big, thick pizza. We take a bite. Mind you, it's hot as hell, but it's fine. You know, that's part of it.
Yeah, we knew.
We knew that. We waited a little. We took a bite. I'm like, yo, what are we missing? Like, what's going on here? And honestly, not where it's at for us. Like, it's not.
But then after, but the same thing, it was the crust.
Yeah.
So then we're sitting there talking about it because we're like, you know, we don't try to compare to other pizzas. We try to like it for what it is, right? So we're like, maybe the crust here is like that, like a pie. A pie has that flaky, like crust that disintegrates, you know? So maybe that's how they eat their pizza here. And if that's the case, then okay, then that's what it is. Why am I expecting super doughy or like super thin like New York when that's not what it is here, right? So I just want you guys to understand that we don't try to compare. We just like try to eat it and see how we like it, right? So after we left, I did not a little vlog. I posted on my stories like, not it. I didn't like it. I gave it like a 7 out of 10 just because the toppings were really good. For me, the toppings were good. It made that pizza a 7, 8. If it wasn't for that, if they were mediocre, that pizza would have been like a Walmart frozen pizza straight up, right? But after I posted that, I had so many people in my DMs telling me, no, that one sucks. You should have gone to, what was it, Pilsner? Or it started with the P, Paisas or Paisans or something. Some other people said Lou, no sé qué, in Chicago. But anyways, those were the other top 2 that people were recommending to me after. And we did want to go try like within the next few days. But we didn't get a chance to. But don't get me wrong, I'm gonna give them another chance. Next time we go,
for real. But
which, by the way, Manda wants to go in 2 weeks again.
Yeah, you did bring that up, and it makes sense. She said it's the TikTok effect. People go in there literally with their cameras recording. Like TikTok blew that place up.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying it was a hype,
and people go there because of the hype, which it's fine, you know. But it didn't live up for the hype. It didn't live up the hype, and that's just what it is. At least for us. At least for us, and no pasa nada.
So we're sorry. Don't get mad if you love it. I didn't love it. I'm sorry. And we got their most popular one. Their most popular deep dish was like a meaty meat, no sé qué. And then for the thin crust, we got their pepperoni, and it wasn't for us. But I don't just want to sit here and bash. No, that's the first thing I think that's the only thing.
The only bad,
I think that was the only bad from the whole weekend, because everything else, like all the food we had for the rest of the week was
amazing.
Fire.
Really good.
Shout out to Cangrejo. Which you guys recommended.
The freshest seafood we've ever had.
But the way, like, my favorite way to have seafood when I do have it is that it has to be fresh, cold, and not fishy, and flavorful, like lemony or salty, whatever, like spicy, whatever I'm getting. That's like my.
I'm gonna stop you right here.
What?
We had the best, in my opinion, the best camarones zarandeados, I think they call them. Which, if you don't know, is pretty much a camaron with like a salsa, a red salsa, and then they throw it onto like they char it up like onto the grill, and then throw some more salsa on it. Amazing.
That was fire.
Like, really good, like top of the line. And then Lily Bay's like, I'm gonna make you some of these one day. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
I had never had them, but somebody in the comments is the one that recommended them specifically from there. So I was like, okay, say less. So we ordered that. We ordered some ceviche de camarón. We ordered some aguachiles. We ordered cóctel de camarón. And they ordered like some tostadas mixtas or something.
So good.
Everything was fire. 10 out of 10. It is BYOB, which that's something that blows my mind, because I don't think we have BYOB nothing here. So walking into the restaurant with the 12-pack of Pacificos, I was like, are we going to get like canceled here?
Yes.
Like they're going to kick us out or what?
That was so like shocking to me. Seeing our friend RG just walk in with a 12-pack into a restaurant. I'm like,
but then we look around and
everyone
has their little 6-packs of different random beers or 12-packs. And
but it's a clever thing. I don't know how the
system
law works.
Yeah.
But it's a clever thing to do. Like, if you can't sell alcohol, we'll have your customers pull up with some, and they'll make you a michelada.
Was the tap cheaper because of that, you think? Or would it have been more expensive?
It would have been more expensive with alcohol on there for sure, because we drunk a whole 12-pack between all of us. And then,
no, not me. You.
And then our lovely, amazing subscribers and supporters sent us another 6-pack and another 6-pack. So shout outs to you guys.
Yeah, the guys were loving it. We actually went out there with one of my primos and a good friend of ours. So it was the first time that they hung out with us. Actually, no, they went with us to Houston.
Yeah.
So they saw the support that we get, but they have never been on the side where they're getting something out of it too, because you guys would not only buy us stuff,
that's
like
amazing,
whenever you guys saw us out there, but if you saw us with a friend, like you would buy all of us a round of shots and stuff. So they loved you guys. They were like, well, we need to come with y'all more often, man. But yeah, the food, amazing. We also had the hot dog, Gene and Jane, or what was it?
Gene and Jeans or something like that. Amazing.
I don't know.
It was good.
It was really good. Very simple. Like, they didn't do too much, but it was like perfect for me. I ate 2 of them fucking hot dogs.
I was like, "What's going on, babe? Are they this good?"
I usually will eat like a half and give Mando the other half of anything usually, but
except Shake Shack.
Oh my god, that shit's fire! But yeah, everything was really good, and the food 10 out of 10. Honestly, everywhere we went. We also went to a little village, and it's funny because we would a lot of people that.
Like locals,
that when we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go eat at like Catedral, or we're gonna go to the tianguis out there, well, not tianguis, but just like walk around. They were like, no, don't go there, don't come, no, don't even cross the street that way or whatever. But you guys, you know that we're the kings of no pasa nada, and we went like 2-3 times out there just to catch a vibe, walk around, shop. We went into some of the little but it wasn't our first time. Remember, we went back 7 years ago too. And I'm not saying that it's not dangerous. I know that there's places like that and that it is dangerous. But I feel like as long as you are not el que nada debe nada teme type of deal.
You stay in your own lane.
Yeah, obviously don't go to like a gas station that you see full of like people like ready to jump somebody. Like don't look for it. But we were like on the main street, main area. There's a lot of little puestecitos. There's a lot of people walking around, buying stuff, Luckily, we've never had a bad experience there. Gracias a Dios, it hasn't happened. But we love it because, again, it's a little vibe, a little Mexico vibe, which we do not have down here. So
yeah,
we liked it.
yeah.
Right?
So anything else about our Chicago trip?
Let's see. We talked about Fuerza Regida.
Yeah, amazing.
We talked about that day. I slept until 4 in the afternoon because we partied until 6 a.m. the day before. We went to go see Banda Renovación at Mansion. We went.
You know, talk about the ending there or no?
The last day.
Yeah, Renovación night at the end of it. No.
Oh my God, you guys! Somebody tried to fight me.
Can you give us like the full story, like the full story,
like from the 2 seconds that
how it went down and what do you remember?
There was not a full story. Like it just randomly happened. So I'm walking out of Mansion whenever it ended, like at 4:35. I don't even know what time it was, right?
Like 5 a.m.
We're walking out of there, and as soon as we walk out, I see a girl trying to fight like another girl. Like I see the one that's trying to fight. The other one's more like chill, like hey, like not trying to fight. But there's one girl just like wanting to fight. So I kind of see it off to the corner of my eye from afar. Literally, like if I'm like standing right here, the situation was happening like 10 feet away from me, maybe, right? But I wasn't the only one coming out. Remember, there's a lot of people coming out the club, right? So I'm walking with Mando and another supporter of ours that we ended up hanging out all night with her, literally Ubering together and everything. Like always, you guys know we always make friends everywhere we go and just hang out with people.
Everyone is like, un día les va a pasar algo.
Oh my God. So we're walking out and, I see that happening 10, 15 feet away from me, but we keep walking. We don't stop. We don't look nothing. We're just like walking towards the Ubers. Yeah. I don't know them. So as soon as I like passed them, but again, they were 15 feet away from me, like to the front, right? But as soon as I like walked by them, the girl kind of leaves that situation. The girl that was like arguing leaves that situation, starts like walking almost alongside us. And all of a sudden I just hear, what's up, Lily? Like,
what's up, Lily Bay?
Yeah, what's up, Lily Bay? You want some too? Or something like that, she said. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, bitch, what's up? Like that, like wanting to start with me. And
for no reason, you guys.
No reason. I don't even know obviously I don't know who she is, like I have no idea what's going on. And I'm already a little lit too. And if you know me, you know that I be about that life too sometimes. So the fact that she caught me when I was like, what's up? I literally was like, what's up?
I was like, no, babe, no, chill. And then the girl, luckily, one of the supporters, she was like, hey, what's wrong? Like she literally got in the middle of it. She would have took a hit for you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, she would have knocked her out for you. I don't know, but she was not gonna let you do anything.
I wasn't gonna fight tampoco, but tampoco me voy a dejar. Yeah. Like, girl, I don't even know you. Like what the hell was wrong with you? But anyways, luckily nothing happened because I don't want to be in that situation somewhere I'm not familiar with. Not necessary for literally no reason, right? But that was a big eye opener for us, and that's the second time something similar happens like that, where we're literally not looking for no trouble, pero siempre va a haber gente que they want you to react. Yeah. Like I don't know who they are, but maybe they just want to, I don't know, say, oh yeah, I fought Lily Bay. I don't know, like I don't know. They
have a plan,
or maybe they already didn't like me for whatever reason, or because I feel like if anyone knows me, they like me. Like they're a supporter. Like we talk. I've always said that I see you guys like actual friends. Yeah. Like I try to respond to everyone. So if you have me on social media and you know Lily Bay, then I feel like, oh, we're friends. So when she said, oh, what's up, Lily Bay? I thought I was, oh, hey girl, even though I just saw you fighting like 10 seconds ago, but not my business, right? But no, she was like ready, like wanting to fight. But yeah, you guys. Luckily, no pasó nada, and we continued our day and our madrugada, because it was already 5 a.m. And that was actually Friday night, right? That was the night that we went bar hopping, Guadas, and we ended up at La Mansión. We had went to Nuevo Vallarta too. That morning, we went where in the morning? Oh, we went to La Catedral.
Right, Catedral.
Then after that, what did we do after Catedral?
We went to the rooftop bar.
Oh,
amazing drink. The views.
The L
House.
No.
LH.
Oh, LH.
Yeah.
London House rooftop.
Not the
Super
L House.
cute. I know, right? And the views, they're amazing for the river. ¿Y qué más les puedo decir?
De eso,
We went to the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
Riverwalk,
Really
super nice.
Clean.
Way bigger than Tampa.
Yeah.
And way more things to do than
Yes.
Tampa. So many boats and little restaurants along it. I don't know if it's always like that or if it was like that because it was Labor Day weekend, but it was lit regardless. The only thing that you guys are not allowed to do on the Riverwalk that I'm kind of shocked was drink.
Yeah.
Because in Tampa, you're allowed to drink as long as you buy it from the bars that's there. You're allowed to walk up and down. And a lot of people here, what they do is they'll just buy like one drink to have the Riverwalk cup, and then they'll take their little champagne bottle and they're just refilling it the whole time, you know? But yeah, regardless, it was very nice. I'm kind of sad that we weren't able to do one of the little boat tours. But it wasn't really on our bucket list just because we have a lot of boats and we do a lot of boat activities here. So we wanted to try to do other things. But looking back, I'm like, damn, maybe we could have done it, especially because on one of those days, a supporter, shout out to Sanaorio, told us that he was going on a boat tour out there in Chicago that was banda on the boat.
Banda
right?
reggaeton.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Those are like my two mero moles. What? But that was going to be on Sunday.
The same day of the Fuerza Regida
Same day as
concert.
Fuerza Regida. And it didn't start until 5:30. I'm like, no, there's no way. At 5:30, I should already almost be on my way to the concert. So,
yeah. I think to like wrap all this up, I think the biggest thing that I like con lo que me llevo of the weekend is like the support of the people, you know? We do this here on the podcast or on the YouTube or on TikTok. We have a lot of fun with it. And we enjoy every single moment. Like, you know, just talking here because this is the most we talk. Like literally sit down and talk. You know, we're with each other all day, but we enjoy this so much. And for us to like get so much love when we go out of town to somewhere we're not from, to get that much love, we pull up to any restaurant. People pulled up on us, give us shots and
gifts. Yeah, chamoy candies.
You guys are just like us. You guys are just like us. You love the ambiente. You love to have a good time, and for us to get that energy back, you can't beat it.
You know what I love the most going along with that they have the confianza to come up to us and they're ready to party, bro. They'll come up to us and they're like, yo, what's up? Let's take shots. Like I feel like I don't think people do that with maybe other influencers. I don't know. I could be wrong. But with our supporters, like they're always ready to party, bro.
Like, same vibe.
They'll pull up lit to the bars that we're at, and they're like, yo, let's take shots. Y'all need to go here, y'all need to go there, or let's go, or I'll take you. Like, they're ready to party. And I love that because that's what we're all about, you know? But at the end of the day, shout out to everyone in Chicago. We had a blast. Everyone's super nice. Minus that one person from the club, right?
Doesn't matter. We shouldn't even brought her up, but it's part of the show.
Yeah. I know y'all like that. Sí, al rato me van a estar preguntando on the live more details. I already know.
We'll give you more details.
I don't really have them more. Ya no me acuerdo más.
That's it, yeah.
It happened so quick. It was like 2-3 seconds and we kept it moving. But everyone's super nice. The food amazing. So much to do. I love the Mexican culture out there. You know, it's very prominent out there. All the restaurants, 10 out of 10. Recommend. This Chicago trip compared to the last ones that we've had, this one was like by far the best. The last ones that we had, we did do some Mexican things, but not enough. I feel like it was mainly like, you know, the touristy things, which is fun too. But you know, we're trying to get lit over here, so yeah. But that's it, no?
I think that's it. That wraps up our Chicago trip. But before we go, this has been in the back of my head, and I've been thinking about it. I got into la serie Accidente, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to, like, leak any information because maybe you guys haven't seen it back at home. But one thing I don't understand, and maybe help me understand this part.
It's on Netflix, by the way.
Right, it's a Netflix series. They're making such a big deal off of one little thing, an accident that happened. Is that normal?
Well, the thing that I've noticed from, I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, but there's a lot of shows that are like that. Like they'll
Okay.
take something and they just keep adding and adding
Yeah.
and adding and adding, and it becomes a little draining for me as the viewer to see this. Like, really, bro?
Like, just
otra
fast forward
cosa?
to. I saw you
Like,
watching
no
it.
mames.
I saw you watching
I'm
it.
watching it,
and
just
you're
like-
like fast forwarding some areas. Like when they're chasing someone, you're
Yeah,
like, all
I'm
right.
just like, I don't
know
want
how
to
it's
see
gonna end.
this. Yeah, I try to fast forward.
Yeah.
There's some shows that are like that.
They just drag it.
If you, they super drag it, or they add so much that you're just like, are you kidding me? Like, anything else that you want to add to this? And that's definitely one of
Okay.
it. But me, I'm the type that I'll watch a show to the end, even if it fucking sucks. I'm like, you know what? I just want to see how this shit ends.
Yeah.
I won't ever go to the last one because I'm too chismosa, I guess. I want to
Okay.
know everything, how it
All
plays
the
out.
details, but you'll like fast forward through like
Yeah, I
areas that
fast
you know.
forward through like, this high speed chase or people fighting, or okay, I get it. You're going to fight for like 20 fucking seconds of my life when I can move on,
Okay.
So
well,
yeah.
Well, no, that was my question though. Well, you kind of answered it, but you're saying they prolong it. But is that really something you would get arrested
no.
for?
Yes. It's
It's
like,
not your fault.
but it wasn't really an accident. It was like, let's say like malpractice almost. Like that's an accident. Like it happens, but
So if that really happens here or anywhere, but I think that shows from Mexico. But let's say it happens here,
and it does happen. That is a thing.
is you could literally get arrested.
Well,
for
that's
that?
why people have insurance.
Okay.
You're supposed to have an insurance to cover. But
cover you or
if they
whatever?
have proof that you didn't like
The malpractice, I guess.
you didn't like put it like stake it down correctly
Mm-hmm.
at all, then I feel like your insurance won't cover you. But if you cover all your everything correctly, then the insurance should cover you. But that happens with
That's crazy.
everything. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and we've seen it on TikTok. Freaking, like the
Random,
bounce house is just leaving. That shit's crazy. But yeah, it's called Accidente. It's a
Yeah, I
Spanish.
recommend it. It's a good show, but
Get good show. It's too prolonged. I
okay.
feel.
Well, I'm at the point where I got to get to the end of it. I want to see how it ends.
It's honestly really shocking that Mando told me to watch this.
Yeah.
Number one, because I usually am the one that watches everything. But two, that you are actually
Wanting
continuing
to know.
to watch it.
I think I'm on episode 7, so
which is way more than ever. He'll watch
by
two.
myself.
He'll watch 2 with anything, and he's done.
This is by myself, so maybe tonight while I edit the podcast, I might finish. Well, I don't think so.
Wait,
but
no, but so that means that you like those kind of shows, like cuando le agregan de todo,
I don't
or
know.
what?
I don't know.
Because
was
this is
good,
the
though.
first time ever that you're up until 7.
I really want to know what's going to happen. So maybe on the next podcast, we'll talk about it.
By episode 4 or 5 already. Okay,
You guys
come
have a
on.
whole
Yeah.
week to catch up because on the next podcast, we're going to, kind of summarize it and have our opinions on what happened. How about that? Netflix reviewers
We
up
don't
in the
even know
house.
if it's trending, and he's over here. Okay, now I'm gonna go watch it right now.
Yeah, before we go, I want to shout out all the football fans. The NFL starts this weekend. Comment down below because I don't want y'all changing up on me throughout the year que les van a los Chiefs or the Ravens.
Como tú?
Comment down below. Let me know who you guys are rooting for this year. I'm going to tell you who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for the Cowboys, but I'm a Bucks fan too because I live here in Tampa, just so you guys know. A lot of you guys have been wanting to cancel me because why does Mando have 2 teams? Because why not? Why not?
No
And that's
pasa
me.
nada.
No pasa nada. So yeah, Bucks, Cowboys fans, but you guys comment down below who you guys are rooting for this year because I'm excited for this football season. I think that wraps up today's podcast.
And I'm over here like crickets.
Yeah. Lily has no opinion when it comes to sports.
Man, I used to like it, but you honestly overdo it, bro.
That's good though. It's cool though because that's like my time. You
But
know?
no, so before I met Mando, we were at all the football games.
We were?
No, not before you, me.
Oh.
I was at all the football games, all the home games at least. We were at all the tailgates.
Watch the Cowboys games.
We were watch all the games that were not home games at like bars, bricks. What's the other one? The press box. We were everywhere watching the games. It was like a thing for us, a vibe, right? Me and my friends.
Okay.
But it was just that day and move on with your life. Then Mando comes into my life. And Mando not only watches, let's say he's a Cowboys fan. He doesn't only watch Cowboys games.
Dolphins.
He watches every single game Thursdays, Saturdays, and Mondays.
Thursdays,
Thursdays, Sundays,
Sunday,
and Mondays.
Monday. You got to. You know?
Watches every single
football
game.
season.
Se acaban los
What's the problem?
juegos. He watches las noticias of what just happened, like all the sports commentaries and them fighting about why.
I don't think no one's relating with you here.
Wait. And then not only does he do that, after the noticias are all done, he'll go on Twitter and read all the commentaries.
I used to, babe. Not no more.
And then hold on, it's not. Which one turned off?
No, nothing. That was me breathing.
And then hold on, it's not only with football. It's with every single sport. Mando is a sports guy.
I used to. Yeah, no.
But that's what I'm saying. You like drained me from all that. I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to.
My fault.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Ni me invites. He bought me season tickets. The first time we bought them, I went to one game. Mm-hmm. The rest of them, I like gave them to friends or family, whatever. And for the next one, I was like, ya no me lleves. Ya no me lleves.
Okay, bye.
Ya no me lleves. But that is why, you guys. So let me know if you were like me, you were okay with it, but then your man just made you totally hate it. No, I don't hate it. I can still do football. You don't care
for it.
But I'm not going to be, no. I'm not going to be like you. And, oh, wait, I forgot to mention this one part Mando would do. We would be in the middle of a vacation, let's say in freaking anywhere, in Mexico, in Europe. We went to the Bahamas, anywhere, okay? We would have to leave or stop whatever we were doing to go go crazy hunting for a sports bar that shows the games.
The Cowboys game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that, you see why I would get annoying? Like, really? I'm in the middle of a fucking cruise and you want to stop the fucking boat because you don't have no signal. Jump off.
All right, you guys. No, it was amazing being with y'all today. Hopefully you guys had a amazing listen of our TCR podcast.
And my complaining of
Mando. It's not the TCR podcast. It's TCR podcast from now on, because you can't say the twice. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed episode 101. 101, babe. 101.
I can't believe we're at 101. No mames, Armando.
But I already told myself. I didn't tell Lily, babe. Me voy a poner las pinches pilas here on the podcast. I'm trying to, change things up. But today was more like, getting a good podcast out for you guys, because we want to unwrap Chicago. Mm-hmm. But from here on out, things are going to change.
Yeah. We
hope you're ready.
We talked about having a little more structure. Yes. We've given you guys a lot of we've thrown at you guys a lot of different segments. Mm-hmm. A ver cuál les ha gustado más. Let us know down below in the comments which ones do you really like. Yes. Number them one through whatever. You have to have this or don't do this. Because we want to start structuring it more so we can have better podcasts for you guys. And yeah, that is it, right, babe? Yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Make sure you follow Lily Bay. Make sure you follow Impromando. Make sure you shop guariz.com and follow TCR Podcast. And that's it, right? Hopefully you guys have a great day, a great week. It's America Plain. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. See you guys on the next one. Bye. Bye.